Financial illiteracy is not a personality trait. It is not a sign of low intelligence, and it is definitely not something that only happens to people who never had access to education or opportunity. Some of the most financially illiterate decisions ever made were made by people with advanced degrees, high incomes, and every resource needed to know better. Because here is the thing. Financial literacy is almost never taught, not in school, not at home for most people, and not by a culture that profits from people staying confused about money. So the behaviors we are going through today are not here to mock anyone. They are here as a mirror. Because most of us have been guilty of at least one of them, and recognizing them is the first step to never repeating them. My name is Tomas, and this channel is about finance, automation, and fixing the financial blind spots that most people do not even know they have. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that like button right now and subscribe so you never miss a video. Today, we are going through 20 examples of financial illiteracy, some jaw-dropping, some painfully relatable, and all of them worth learning from. Let's get into it. 20 examples. Let us go through them fast and make every one count. Number 1. Carrying a credit card balance and paying only the minimum every month. This is the single most widespread financially illiterate behavior in existence. Paying the minimum on a 22% credit card balance is not managing debt. It is allowing compound interest to work against you at a rate that would make any investor jealous. A $2,000 balance paid at the minimum takes years to clear and costs more in interest than the original purchase was worth. Number 2. Keeping all savings in a standard bank account earning near zero interest. While inflation quietly reduces the purchasing power of that money every year, a savings account earning 0.01% is not protecting wealth. It is losing it slowly. High-yield savings accounts earning 4 to 5% exist at the same banks people already use and take 10 minutes to open. Number 3. Leasing a car and thinking it is smarter than buying. Leasing is the most expensive way to drive a car you will never own. Every month, a lease payment goes entirely toward the right to return a vehicle at the end of the term with nothing to show for it. Repeat lessees are perpetually in car payments for life. Number 4. Financing a depreciating asset at a high interest rate and calling it an investment. A financed boat, a financed recreational vehicle, or a luxury car on a 7-year loan at 8% interest is not a financial asset. It is a liability that loses value every month while the interest compounds on the balance. Calling it an investment does not change the math. Number 5. Buying lottery tickets consistently as a wealth-building strategy. The lottery is a tax on people who do not understand probability. The expected return on a lottery ticket is roughly 50 cents for every dollar spent. The people who spend $50 a week on lottery tickets and invest nothing are paying $500 a month for the statistical near certainty of receiving nothing in return. Number 6. Cashing out a retirement account when changing jobs. This is one of the most expensive single decisions ordinary people make. Cashing out a 401k early triggers income taxes on the full amount, plus a 10% early withdrawal penalty. A $10,000 retirement account cashed out at a 30% tax bracket plus penalty produces roughly $6,000 in hand, and permanently removes $10,000 of compounding capital from the retirement trajectory. Number 7. Not contributing enough to get the full employer match. Leaving employer match money on the table is declining a 100% return on investment. This is free money, a benefit already earned as part of the employment arrangement that an estimated 1 in 4 eligible employees never fully captures. Number 8. Buying a house because renting is throwing money away. Renting is not throwing money away. Renting is paying for housing, the same as a mortgage payment pays for housing, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and interest that also do not build equity. Buying a house makes financial sense under the right conditions. Doing it because a cultural myth says renting is failure is not a financial decision, it is an emotional one, dressed up as financial wisdom. Number 9. Investing in something because everyone in the group chat is doing it. Social validation is not financial analysis. The group chat does not know the fundamentals of the asset. The group chat does not know the entry price, the exit strategy, or the risk profile. The group chat is reacting to momentum, and momentum-driven investments peak exactly when the most people are talking about them. Number 10. Thinking a high income means financial security. As covered in this channel before, income is a flow and net worth is a reservoir. A person earning $300,000 per year with no savings, no investments, and high fixed expenses is one missed paycheck from financial crisis. Income without a structure around it does not build security. It funds a lifestyle. Number 11. Paying full price for everything because coupons feel embarrassing. The math on this one is simple. A person who consistently negotiates, uses cashback tools, compares prices, and captures available discounts spends meaningfully less on the same standard of living than someone who does not, and invests the difference. The embarrassment of a coupon costs real money compounded over years. Number 12. Ignoring inflation and treating nominal returns as real returns. An investment returning 5% in an environment with 4% inflation is not producing 5% wealth growth. It is producing 1% real return. Investors who celebrate nominal returns without adjusting for inflation consistently overestimate how much their money is actually growing. Number 13. Taking financial advice from people with no demonstrated financial results. Social media is full of people explaining how to build wealth while showing no verifiable evidence of having done so. Following financial advice from someone whose primary income is selling financial advice courses is a specific form of financial illiteracy with a well-documented track record of producing poor outcomes for the people who follow it. Number 14. Not having any insurance and calling it saving money. Insurance is not an expense, it is a risk transfer. A person without health insurance, disability insurance, or renter's insurance is self-insuring against risks they have not quantified and cannot absorb. A single medical event, a single disability, or a single apartment fire can produce a financial setback that years of premium payments could not begin to approach in cost. Number 15. Treating a tax refund as a bonus. A tax refund is not a gift from the government. It is an interest-free loan the taxpayer made to the government throughout the year through over-withholding. The correct response to a large refund is to adjust withholding so the money stays in the taxpayer's pocket throughout the year, where it can be invested, not held at zero interest by the Treasury. Number 16. Buying things on sale that were not needed in the first place. Spending money to save money is not financial literacy, it is marketing. Buying something at 30% off that was never on the budget is not saving 30%. It is spending 70% more than the correct amount, which is zero. Number 17. Not reading a financial contract before signing it. The monthly payment being affordable is not the same as the terms of the contract being acceptable. Interest rates, prepayment penalties, balloon payments, and fee structures buried in the fine print of auto loans, mortgages, and financial products have cost people enormous amounts of money that a 30-minute read of the contract would have revealed. Number 18. Confusing net worth with income and judging financial success by consumption. The person driving the most expensive car in the neighborhood is not necessarily the wealthiest person in the neighborhood. Visible consumption and actual wealth have an almost inverse relationship at the extremes. The people quietly building real net worth are rarely the ones with the most impressive visible lifestyle. Number 19. Not starting to invest because the amount available feels too small. $20 a month invested at 22 years old will be worth significantly more at 65 than $200 a month started at 45. The amount is never the primary variable, the time is. Waiting until the amount feels meaningful enough to matter is one of the most expensive decisions in the financial life of anyone who makes it. Number 20. Assuming that financial literacy is someone else's responsibility. Schools do not teach it adequately. Employers do not teach it. Banks have a financial interest in customers staying confused. The only person with both the motivation and the access to build genuine financial literacy is the individual, and the people who wait for someone else to close that gap wait forever, while the compound cost of the gap keeps growing. 20 examples of financial illiteracy, from the painfully common to the genuinely jaw-dropping. Minimum payments on high-interest debt, near-zero savings accounts, perpetual car leases, financing depreciating assets, lottery ticket wealth strategies, cashing out retirement accounts early, leaving employer match money uncollected, buying property for the wrong reasons, investing based on group chat momentum, confusing income with security, ignoring discounts out of pride, misreading nominal returns, following unqualified advice, skipping insurance, celebrating tax refunds, spending to save, never reading contracts, judging wealth by consumption, waiting until the investment amount feels significant, and expecting someone else to close the financial education gap. Not one of these is irreversible. All of them are fixable, starting with the decision to know better. If this video made you recognize something worth changing, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you are not subscribed yet, click that button right now so you never miss what is coming next. See you in the next one.